the velvet hush of an Australian night, when the bushland cools enough for the earth to exhale, and the moon hangs low like a pale, watchful eye, a quiet procession begins beneath the ghostly silhouettes of eucalyptus trees. What stirs here is not the roar of a predator, nor the thunder of hooves, but something far smaller, far more deliberate. A creature whose life is carved from patience, scent, and the soft alchemy of the forest's after-dark pulse. From the shelter of a weathered log, a single worker emerges, her body banded in shadows in pale amber, her form gleaming gently like polished stone. This is Camponotus consobrinus, the banded sugar ant. Night wanderer, tree climber, sap drinker, silent engineer of the woodland's hidden economy. She steps into the moonlight with a strange elegance, each movement measured, as though choreography itself had been woven into her joints. Her antennae sweep the air in arcs that seem almost poetic, tasting the invisible tapestry of pheromones that guide her kind through territories stretching dozens of meters from the nest. The night is her domain. Unlike many ants enslaved by the sun, she moves best under stars. Her large compound eyes adapted to low light, her body thriving in the gentle cool after the harsh heat has withdrawn. To watch her walk is to witness a creature perfectly tuned to her moment in time. Never hurried, never lost, always listening to the forest's quiet heartbeat. Around her, the ecosystem stirs with its own symphony. Sugar gliders whisper through the canopy. Moths pulse their wings in erratic, lantern-like flashes. The eucalyptus leaves glint with droplets of condensed night air, each bead glowing faintly as if the moon has kissed them to life. And there, clinging to the bark, are the strange sentinels she seeks. Sap-sucking insects, their bodies swollen with honeydew, their presence both burden and blessing to the tree that hosts them. She approaches them like a pilgrim to a shrine, touching them gently with her antennae, coaxing a droplet of sweet, nutrient-rich liquid with a tenderness that feels almost reverent. She drinks deeply, the sugars fueling not just her journey, but the colony's entire survival. The banded sugar ant is a master of this nocturnal harvest. While other species cut, kill, and conquer, she thrives on relationships. Mutualism spun between ants and hemipterans, trees and insects, forests and the microscopic worlds within them. Her colony, nestled deep within soil or hidden in rotting wood, depends on the steady current of carbohydrates she gathers. Within that nest, chambers sprawl beneath the earth like a labyrinth carved from instinct and persistence. Workers move through the tunnels in a ceaseless tide, tending larvae, feeding the queen, repairing walls, grooming one another with a gentleness that belies their reputation as fierce defenders. But gentleness dissolves quickly when the nest is threatened. For beneath her calm exterior lies a warrior built by evolution's sharpest blade. The banded sugar ant can deliver a spray of formic acid with pinpoint precision, its chemical burn a warning etched into the skin and senses of any who dare intrude. Rival ants, spiders, invading beetles, each learns the cost of underestimating her. Even humans wandering barefoot through the bush may feel her bite, a small but unforgettable sting that declares with stark honesty, this land is watched, guarded, claimed. Tonight, however, her mission is not war, but exploration. She climbs a fallen branch with a slow, deliberate grace, her silhouette gilded by moonlight. The forest floor stretches ahead of her like a shifting sea of texture and scent. Every grain of sand, every fragment of bark, every decaying leaf forms a library of chemical stories she can read with exquisite accuracy. She pauses at intersections where pheromone trails intersect, makes choices that feel almost like thoughts, though they are something deeper, more ancient, coded in her biology long before her ancestors first touched the earth. As she moves, the colony unfolds its night shift. Other workers emerge, forming long, delicate lines that snake through grasses and stones. Their bodies glisten with a faint silver sheen under the night sky, their banded segments catching flecks of starlight. Together they create living rivers of purpose, searching, harvesting, protecting, mapping. The nocturnal world bends around them, accommodating their mission in ways both subtle and profound. The flowers that bloom only at night release their scents just as the ants arrive. Fallen fruit split open, inviting their exploration. Tiny ecosystems awaken simply because the temperature has dipped low enough for these elegant foragers to rise. Far from the nest, deep in a patch of scrub where shadows knot tightly together, another creature waits in silence, a huntsman's spider, its long legs draped over a branch like loose threads of dusk. The ant approaches unaware, her mind, such as it is, bound to the chemical map before her. But she is not defenseless. She carries the wisdom of millions of years, instincts that flare with sudden clarity. A faint vibration in the air, a whisper of danger, and she freezes. The forest holds its breath. A single step could decide her fate. Yet she turns, pivots slowly, and chooses a different route. The danger left behind like a page she refuses to read. With her crop now full of sugary nectar, she begins her return journey, climbing down the bark in looping arcs guided solely by scent. The forest has grown heavier, quieter. Somewhere in the distance, a tawny frogmouth hoots with a voice that sounds like wood creaking under strain. The night is slipping toward dawn. The world feels suspended between breaths. The nest greets her not with noise, but with motion. Ants flowing in and out of the entrance, the colony's pulse never fully resting. She steps inside, swallowed by darkness, and delivers her cargo mouth to mouth to waiting workers. The sweetness spreads through the colony like warmth in winter. The queen, deep within the brood chamber, receives her share. Larvae writhe gently, fed with energy drawn from the world above that they have never seen. Outside, the first pale thread of morning begins to weave along the horizon, touching the trees with a soft, merciful glow. The nocturnal workers retreat one by one, their time ending, their stories folded back into the earth. Soon the day will belong to other creatures, birds, lizards, sunlight itself. But for now, the forest holds a memory of what moved through it in the dark. A quiet empire built not on violence, but on sweetness, patience, and the unbreakable threads of instinct. And somewhere beneath the soil, the banded sugar ant rests, knowing the night will call her again.